Good morning class, how are you? I hope you all will be fine and safe. Children, today I will start a new chapter, that is recording of transaction second. Children, in this chapter we will discuss about the cash book. It has different types, so let's continue. So children, our chapter is recording of transaction second. Children, according to this chapter, we will discuss about the cash book, and also we will discuss about the types. How many types of cash book we have used in the book found. Okay. So first, the meaning of cash book is this book is used to all transactions relating to cash receipts and cash payments. So children, cash book, this book is used to all transactions related to cash receipts and cash payment. So children, this is the main feature of the cash book. We record all the transactions only which are related in the cash. So according this, in the cash book we have maintained the cash receipt and cash payment. We record in cash book always cash payments or cash receipt amount. So according this, we have not used any credit transaction in the cash book. Okay. So always the firm will be used, the cash payment and cash receipt amount will be used in the cash book, but the firm has not used this book according to the credit transactions. This is very important, a popular book, and it's maintained by all the organization. So children, this is very popular book and is maintained by all the organization mandatory. So all the firm has prepared this book according, because the firm has to use cash receipts and cash payment. So according this, all the firm will be use this account to maintain the cash receipt or cash payment amount. Next, also cash book is a subsidiary book or a principal book. So children, cash book is a subsidiary book or a principal book. So children, today our chapter is recording of transaction second. In this chapter we will discuss about the concept cash book and its type, how we will prepare the cash book and how to maintain the transactions related to cash or credit in this book. So today we will discuss about this concept. So first, the meaning of cash book. Cash book is a use to all transactions relating to cash receipts and cash payment. So only we have record the cash transactions in the cash book record. Second, this is very popular book and it's maintained all the organization mandatory. So this book is very popular because we are using the cash in this book. So that's why it is very important. Okay. And all the firms have prepared this book. Next, cash book is a subsidiary book or a popular book. Next, types of cash book. Types of cash books. So children, cash book has divided in three parts. First, single, column cash book. Second, double column cash book. Third, triple column cash book. And last we have maintained petty cash book. Petty cash book. So children, cash book have four types. First is single column cash book, second is double column cash book, and third triple column cash book. Also we can say multiple cash book, types of multiple cash book, and last is petty cash book. So children, single cash book meaning is when we have prepared only the record, receipts and payment. So now I have discussed. So children, first I have prepared the format of single column cash book. Debit, credit side. First we will maintain the name cash book. First column will be used for date. Second, particulars. Next, LF ledger folio. Next is amount. Same we will use the format in credit side. Date, particulars, LF and amount. Okay children, so this format we will use at the preparation of single column cash book. So according to single column cash book, we have maintained the cash transaction record in this format. So first date, we will mention the date and also we will mention the session. Okay, particulars we have detailed the name, LF ledger folio, and we will use the amount in debit side which have used, and date, particulars, LF amount, same procedure will be followed in credit side. Okay, so children, now I am explaining first question for your practice. So children, question is example, recording of entries in the single column cash book and its balancing is illustrated by an example. Consider the following transactions of MS Rupa traders. Observe how they are recording in a single column cash book. First, cash in hand, cash received from Gurmeet. These are the transactions which we have used in the cash book. So children, here question is cash in hand, cash received from Gurmeet, insurance paid, annual installment, purchase furniture, sold goods for cash, purchase goods from Mudit in cash, purchase stationery, cash paid in Rukmani in full settlement of account, sold goods to Kamal for cash, paid monthly rent, paid salary and deposit in bank. So children, these are the transactions. Now we have prepared the cash book according to single column cash book. Okay, so first we will write debit side, all the transactions we will use in debit side when the amount will be received. Okay, and when we will pay the amount, that time we will use this amount in the credit side. So according this, first balance brought down, cash in hand or cash at bank always will be used in debit side, 30,000 rupees. Okay, next transaction is Gurmeet, 12,000. Now on 4th November we have received 12,000 rupees from Gurmeet. So according this, cash received from Gurmeet. Now the firm has received 12,000 rupees from the Gurmeet. So according this, we have received this amount. So it will be used in debit side as a receipt. So on 4th November, Gurmeet 12,000 has paid the firm. Okay. Next on 16th, sold goods for cash. Now the firm has sold the goods for cash. rupees 28,000. So according this, now the firm has received 28,000 amount from his selling of goods. So now on 16th November firm goods sale, 28,000 the firm has received amount from the sale. Next, on 27, sold goods to Kamal for cash. Now the firm has again sold the goods to Kamal for cash. Now the firm has received 18,200 rupees as cash. So again we will use this amount in the debit side because the firm has received this amount. So on 27 sales received, amount has received from the Kamal 18,200. So children, when the firm will be receive the amount, that time receipts will be maintained, and when the firm will be pay the amount to anybody else or to anybody to any person or firm, that time this amount will be used in credit side. So first see insurance paid. So now the firm has paid insurance amount 6,000 rupees. So according this, firm has paid this amount to insurance. So 8th November insurance paid by rupees 6,000. Next, now the firm has purchased furniture. Firm has purchased furniture for rupees 13,800. So again the firm has used cash payment for furniture 13,800. Next, purchase goods from Mudit in cash. Again the firm has purchased goods from Udit and he has to pay cash in 17,400. So again on 17th November the firm has paid the amount to Mudit on purchasing the goods. So 17,400 payment will be less in the cash book. Okay. Next transaction is children stationery. Now the firm has purchased the stationery. 1100. So again the firm has purchased stationery and the firm has used for this transaction cash. So stationery on 20th November 1100. Next, Rukmani, cash paid to Rukmani in full settlement of account. Now the firm has paid the amount to Rukmani in full settlement, which some transactions have maintained in the firm or between the Rukmani. So now the firm has paid 12,500 to Rukmani. Next, rent. Now the firm has paid rent, paid monthly 2,500. Again the firm has paid amount to rent 2,500. Next, salary, paid salary. Now the firm has paid salary 3,500 to someone or any employee 3,500. So according salary will be less in the cash book. Next, deposit in bank. Now the firm has deposit 8,000 rupees in the bank. So according the firm has less 8,000. So bank 8,000 will be less. So children, in debit side we will use all the transactions when the firm has received the amount in cash, and credit side all the transactions which the firm has used when the firm will be used as a payment for cash. Okay, so this is an example. Now I am explaining two questions from your NCERT book. So children, now I am explaining question number 1 from your NCERT book. Okay, so if you are having any doubt, they will be clear. Okay, so it will be clear. So children, question is prepare single column cash book. So children, every time this statement will be mentioned in your question, which cash book you have to be maintain, single, double, triple or PT. Okay, so according to this format we will follow the format of single column cash book, or it can be even double or triple or maybe PT. Okay, so now we have preparing single column cash book according this question. So first transaction is, so children, our session is 2016 and now these are the transactions which the firm has used during the month from 1st December to 30th December. Okay, so first transaction is on 1st December, cash in hand 12,000. On 5th December, cash received from Bhanu 4,000, paid rent 2,000, purchased goods Murali for cash 6,000, sold goods for cash 9,000, purchased stationery 300, cash paid to Rahu on account 2,000, paid salary 1,000 and paid rent 500. So children, first of all we have to identify which transaction has used in a receipt and which transaction has used in the payment side. So according this cash in hand, so this is our receipts. Okay. Next, cash received, again this will be receipts, because now according this we have received the cash amount from Bhanu, 4,000 rupees. Next, paid rent. Now the firm has paid rent to someone, so according this it will be payment. Okay. Next, purchase goods Murari for cash. Now the firm has purchased some goods from Murari to cash, so now the firm will be used as a payment of this amount. Okay. Payment. Sold goods for cash. Now the firm has sold goods to someone else for cash. So according this, sold goods for cash, we have sold the goods to someone and we will use this amount in receipt side. Okay. It will be receipts. Next, purchase stationery. Now the firm has used the amount in payment, so again it will be payment. Next, cash paid. Again it will be payment. Paid salary, it's also payment. Paid rent, and it's also payment. So so children, first we have to find out those transactions will be used in the receipt side and those transactions will be used in payment side. So according this, first we have to find out the receipt and payment amount in the questions also. Now we will prepare the single column cash book. Okay. So now I will prepare single column cash book. So first we will prepare what format, debit and credit, date, particulars, LF, amount, date, particulars, LF, and last column is amount. Okay. So children, this is our format. Always we will use the formats mandatory in every transaction or in every preparation of the account. Okay. So first we will prepare single column cash book according this format. So first transaction is on 2016. This is the session. In this during time we have to maintain the single column cash book. So first transaction is December 1st. So children, see, 1st December cash in hand, we have received the cash amount 12,000. So balance, it will be called balance. Balance brought down 12,000 rupees. Next transaction is on 5th December cash received from Bhanu. Now the firm has received the amount from Bhanu on 5th December. Bhanu 4,000. Next, 7th rent paid. So we will use this amount in the credit side. First we will write the debit side column. December 20. December sales. Okay. Sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. So sales account. And the amount received of the firm 9,000. 9,000. Next in credit side, December 7. First I will solve the question. December 10. December 18. December 22, December 28, December 30th, and last December 31st. Okay, so first rent. Rent on 7th December rent paid amount is 2,000. Next, the payments. First we have cleared. Next is purchase goods to Murari. On 10th, the firm has purchased some goods from Murari and the firm has used 6,000 rupees in cash. So it will be payable. Purchase. Purchase 6,000. Next, purchase stationery 300. So now the firm has purchased stationery rupees 300. Next, cash paid to Rahul. So children, on 22 December, the firm has used bank account because the firm has used the payment from the bank. Okay, 2,000 rupees. Next, paid salary 1,000. Salary, so it will be mentioned salary 1,000 rupees. Next, paid rent. Now the firm has used rent payment 500. Okay children, so debit side total will be 25,000 and now we will deduct this amount from the payment. So we have received 25,000 during this month, 25,000 during this month as a receipt. Now we have used the payments in this amount. So according this, we have paid 2,000 for rent, we have purchased goods for rupees 6,000, we have purchased stationery for rupees 300, we have paid 2,000 rupees to Rahul on account, and the firm has paid salary to someone rupees 1,000, and the firm also has payment for rent 500 rupees. So now we will deduct all these transactions from the 25,000 rupees. So the balance will be balance carried down 13,200. 25,000 will be total. So children, again I will explain the question. Okay. Prepare single column cash book. So children, according to the transactions, recording of transactions part second, we have to prepare cash book in 3 or 4 methods. First, we will prepare single column cash book. In single column cash book, we have maintained only the reception amount and the payments amount. Okay. And in a double column cash book, we have to maintain cash or bank. Same will be used in debit or credit side. Cash or bank will be receipt and cash or bank will be credit. Triple column cash book, when the firm has given the discount for his customer, the customer has take the discount from the firm. So that time we will mention 3 column in debit side and 3 column will be maintained in credit side. So according to the triple column cash book, we have to maintain 3 column: date, particulars. In particulars, we will use particulars, cash, bank and discount. Same procedure will be followed in credit side: date, particular, cash, bank and discount. Okay. So single column cash book, we have to maintain only 2 column: date, particular, LF, amount. Okay. So in debit side, we have received only cash amount and we have payment. We have doing the payment in cash. Okay. So according to the single column cash book, we have to maintain the format: date, particular, LF or amount. Double column cash book, we have to maintain cash or bank. Both the transactions we will use in the double column cash book, because sometimes we have to take the amount in cash and we have to take the amount from someone else bank account. Okay. So same procedure the firm will be used in the exchange of the transactions when he purchase the goods from the firm or someone to any creditors. So according to this double column cash book, we have to maintain the format: date, particular, cash or bank. Same format will be used in credit side: date, particular, cash or bank column. Okay. In triple column cash book, we have to maintain 3 column: date, particular, cash, bank and discount. Same format will be used in credit side, because sometimes we have to take some discount and sometimes the firm has given the discount for his customer. Okay. So first I have prepared the question on the format of single column cash book. So according to this concept, this is the question and I have solved this question in front of you and on the board for your practice. Okay. So children, first we have prepared single column cash book and these are the transactions which the firm has used during the 1 month. Okay. So 1st December, cash in hand. So according this, the firm have cash. So now this time when it will be called debit. So receipts. December 1st balance brought down 12,000. Next, cash received. Now the firm has received the cash amount from Bhanu 4,000. So again it will be receipt 4,000. Okay, I will also mention receipts and payments. Okay, so all the payment will be used in debit side and all the payments will be used in credit side. Next transaction is rent paid. Now the firm has paid the rent amount for rupees 2,000. So according this, rent has gone out. So rent will be less from our cash 2,000 rupees. Next, purchase goods Murari for cash. Now the firm has purchased goods from Murari and the firm has given 6,000 rupees for his goods. So purchase will be 6,000. Next, sold goods for cash. Again, the firm has sold goods for cash 9,000 rupees. So according this, firm will be take 9,000 rupees for his selling goods. Next, purchase stationery 300. Now the firm has purchased some stationery goods and the firm has payment 300 rupees. Okay, to the shopkeeper. Next, cash paid to Rahul on account. Now the firm has doing the payment to Rahul on account. So on account means when the firm has used this payment through the bank. So bank will be less for rupees 2,000. Next, paid salary. Paid salary. Now the firm has paid salary. So salary also will be deducted in the cash 1100. Next, paid rent 500. Again the rent will be less in the cash book or in the payment side. So children, I hope this question will be clear to you all. Okay, so now also I am explaining some other books, okay, which are very mandatory to prepare all the organization. So children, cash book is a book in which record all the cash transactions. So children, this term will be remember, okay. Cash book is a book in which record all the cash transactions only and always. We have maintained only cash transaction in the cash book. Sometimes the firm has sold his goods on two bases. Sometimes the firm has sold his goods on cash and sometimes the firm has sold or sell the goods on credit. So according to the cash book, when the firm has sold his goods or her goods, that time the firm only mention the cash amount which the firm has received and which the firm has payment. Okay, so we will not record any credit. Credit transactions in the cash book. In the cash book, only cash transactions will be recorded, which will be used in the receipts and which will be used in the payments. So according to this, credit transactions not will be used in the cash book. Okay children, so also I am explaining some other subsidiary books, also used by the firm, like so cash book we have discussed. Okay, cash book have three types, four: single column cash book, double column cash book, triple column cash book, and last is petty. Petty means small. Okay, petty cash book. Next is sales book, purchase book, sales return book, purchase return book. So children, these also called original book, original entry book, original entry book. So children, first we will prepare cash book in 4 types. First single column cash book, second double column cash book, third triple, and last is petty cash book. Again, also we have prepared some other mandatory book by all the organization like sales book, purchase book, sales return book or purchase return book. So children, it's also called original entry book because in those books we can't be change anything according to us. Okay, so in these books all the values will be used which will be real. So always in all the books real value will be placed or we cannot be changed according to us or according to anybody else. So these also called original entry. So first says when the firm has sold his goods that time. So children, sales book. So first sales book. So children, firm has sold his goods by two bases, cash or credit. Cash or credit. Okay. So the firm has sold his goods on two methods, cash method or credit method. When the firm has sold his or her goods to any customer or any other firm, that time the firm will be used cash in receipt. Okay. So this cash we will use in cash book because we are maintaining cash book for the cash payment only. When the firm will be used sold or purchasing items or transactions used in credit, when the sales and purchase will be used in credit, that time we will record these transactions in the sales book or purchase book. In the cash book, we have to maintain only cash transactions which the firm has doing in a payment and which the firm has received as a amount. Okay. So in the cash book, sale or purchase, when the firm has using sale or purchase in cash terms, that time we will record this transaction in the cash book only. When the firm will use sale or purchase in credit basis, that time we will use these transactions in both the books, sales book or purchase book. Okay. Sales return book and purchase return book meaning is sales return book when the firm has sold. Suppose when the firm has sold to goods to A. This is the firm ABC Limited. Okay. So this firm has sold the goods to A. Okay. But now A is not satisfied the goods. So according this he can be returned to the firm. So this transaction will be recorded in the sales return book. The firm has sold his goods. Now the customer has returned his good to the firm again. So this transaction will be used in the sale purchase when we have purchased the goods from someone or to another firm. That time we are not satisfied with these goods. Goods quality is not good. Goods is less in the numbers or quantity can be many different kinds of problems. Okay. So we suppose A has purchased the goods. Now A has purchased the goods. The firm has purchased the goods to A and we are not satisfied from this good. So we can be returned. So it will be entered in the purchase return book. So children, today I am explaining the chapter recording of transaction part 2nd. In this chapter I have discussed the topic cash book. Also, I have explained the numerical question for your practice, and these books also I will explain. I have explained in this concept: sales book, purchase book, sales return book, and purchase return book. So children, I hope this chapter will be clear to you all, and this concept will be clear to you all. If you are having any problem, you can be asked in Zoom meeting. Okay. So take care children. Goodbye.